Okay, let's get it. Happy Tuesday, you guys. Welcome to the Who That Nation podcast, man. On this Tuesday, hope you guys are doing okay today. I'm doing pretty good. Decided to want to do a video this morning. Good morning to everybody. Want to talk about what should the Saints do in this draft coming up, man? The draft coming up in about 3 weeks. I don't know the date exactly, but it's coming up, man. They're getting close to it. They're doing their visits and yeah, man. I want to talk about how should the Saints handle this draft, man. Let's get it. Who that nation? Um, of course, the Saints got 8 picks in this year's draft, man. We know what they done lost already. We know the needs. They done lost Shy Tuttle, Onyemata, Caden Ellis, Davenport, Kentavious Street just signed with the Eagles recently. Man, that's a lot off that D line, man. And you already know where I'm going with this, man. Where I think they should do in these first 2 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So I see they got Hendon Hooker coming in for a visit. I guess they're just doing their due diligence. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all, man. If the Saints decide to take a quarterback, would you be mad at it? Would you it, would you be mad if the Saints take a quarterback at number 20, the 29th pick? I mean, to me, I don't know how I would feel about that because I feel like you went out here and signed Derek Carr for a reason. That's the quarterback you wanted, and you got Jameis Winston as your backup, as good as a backup in the league right now. Like your quarterback room is set. So if you go out here and draft a quarterback at 29, some of the fans are gonna be looking kind of, like, but why didn't you just do that? But why would you sign Derek Carr if you're gonna draft a quarterback at 29? So I don't know. Like I said, I think the Saints has way more needs than quarterback right now. Like that's just me. I'm just being honest. I think they got way more needs than that, man. Like the names I just mentioned, you lost off your D line. You got to get this D line back stacked, man. Because like you got good players, but if something happens to Cam Jordan, what's gonna happen? Something happens to Carl Granderson, what's gonna happen? Like you need some more D line help, man. Peyton Turner, like you don't know yet. You're assuming he's gonna be healthy, but you don't know. Like I would go if I was the Saints, man. Like you could take best player available right now in the draft, but I'm just looking, you got 29, you got 40, second round pick at 40, third round pick at 71, fourth round pick 115, fifth round pick 146, and you got another fifth round pick, the one you got from Philly, 165, and you got two seven-round picks. That's 8 picks. But what do you think the Saints should go in the first 2 rounds? Me, I think they should double dip defensive line. That's what I think they should do. I think you go if you got a defensive tackle on the board, however how they got their players graded out, you pick a defensive tackle. But if you got like another offensive player you have graded high that fell to you at 29, take them. Like it's best player available in the draft right now. Like that's what they're picking at. That's what they can pick from. But the Saints they have needs on this D line, man. Like we got to get this D line back stacked, man. I would go defensive tackle and I go pass rusher in the second round. I mean, if I can, what I'm saying, if you can find a good one, or what I'm saying, somebody decent, they had looked at a couple mock drafts, man. They had us drafting a kid from Michigan in the first round. Some of them have us picking a tight end. Like I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that. I just think within this draft, you have to address this D line, man, because like you're real thin at it right now. Like you got Davenport, Jordan. I mean, not Davenport. Shit, Davenport gone. Excuse me, but you got Jordan Grandison, the new defensive tackles. They still got to get adjusted to this scheme as well. You got new D line coaches. You know what I'm saying? You got new secondary coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like all this is gonna be like a transition, man. It's not gonna be just a walk in the park. So I think you need to get as much talent on this D line as possible. Because for depth purposes, and you know what I'm saying, you never know with these injuries, man. You're gonna have to we gotta get this D line back stacked up. We need this run defense to get back where it needs to be. Because last year the Saints gave up over 4.5 yards per carry last year, man. And that was with Anyamata and Tuttle, so that run defense kind of fell off. And we're not used to that. So in the sacks, I think the Saints had like 48 sacks last year, but don't be fooled by 48 sacks. Because Demario Davis had 6.5 sacks, if I'm not mistaken. Kay Nellis had 7 sacks, if I'm not mistaken. That's 13 and a half sacks, man, coming from linebackers. That's not coming from your D line. That's coming from linebackers. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get this D line back right, man. We just got to like, and you know how when, the 2021 days when we was getting after that quarterback, man. That's what we need. 2019, 20, and 21. That's when we was getting after that quarterback, right, man. But that's what I think they should do. And then third round, I would go like receiver or receiver. I think you could get a running back like late if you want to. If you see somebody you got graded, like the Saints have they different grades on players, so a running back they might have graded high might fall to them in the third round or second round or something like that, or another offensive player. But the Saints are gonna have to address this D line, man. That's just what it is. I will go after that. Another, like I said, another wide receiver. Um, Another linebacker for sure because you got Pete Warner, you got Demario Davis. Knock on wood, I don't want nothing to happen to Demario Davis, man. Since he came over here, he's been a dog. One of my favorite players right now on the Saints, man. He's the heart and soul of this team, man, of their defense. So I don't want nothing injury wise to happen to him. And Pete Warner's has been a little nicked up over the past couple of years, so he's missed a couple of games. So you lost Caden Ellis, so you're gonna have to get some linebacker depth. I don't know about Demarco Jackson. He was on injured reserve last year. Really don't know much about him, so I would draft a linebacker as well. Good speedy linebacker that can run sideline to sideline. Even though the Saints play two linebackers, I still would draft another linebacker. Offensive lineman, I would go offensive lineman too. Like you could get another guard because okay, you got Ruiz and Pete are gonna be free agents next year. Are you keeping Ruiz? Are you extending him the 5th year option? We don't know yet. He played damn good last year. I know that. He rebounded phenomenal last year. So, yeah. Okay. What else? Offensive lineman, running back. Okay, like I said, you don't know what's gonna happen with Kamara in his situation. You don't know how long he's gonna be out. Um, you got Jamal Williams. That's good, but you're gonna need another running back because you don't know with Kamara how long he's gonna be out. So pick up another running back in this draft, man. Tight end if you want to. If you want to get a tight end, you could get a tight end. Like I said, receiver, you're gonna need another receiver, man. You're gonna need another receiver. because Michael Thomas, you don't know if he's going to be able to stay healthy. So you have to have like another, like your insurance plan, man. You got Brian Edwards. I think Traquan Smith is still on the roster. Keith Kirkwood. I don't know about the other guys too much. Excuse me if it's you hearing any static. So man, uh, yeah, you're gonna need another receiver, man. And those 7 round picks and the 5th round picks, man, you could just use those for like depth at key positions. Let's see here. I'm looking at the draft prospect. The kid from Michigan, Mozzie Smith. They say he's a one of the draft's top interior defensive linemen of college football's most physical defenses. Okay, like I say, man, we ranked 24th against the run last year. That's not us, man. So that's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to shore up this D line, man. Like I mean, I'm looking at other teams, man. Like look what Atlanta's doing. Like we could talk about the Falcons all we want to, man, but that Calais Campbell signing, that Onyemata signing with Grady Jarrett and the rest of those boys they got, man. That D line could be serious. Um, with our D coordinator, Ryan Nielsen coached defensive line, man. So he's gonna add that defensive line right over there. What else? Carolina. Carolina has a nice D line, man. We got to get our D line. I want our D line to get back to real deal getting after this quarterback, man. Like sacks coming from the deep tackles, man. Like that's what we've been missing. Like we've been missing it over the past couple of years, man. Some interior rush, and that's I kind of think that's why we didn't get that many interceptions last year, man. Because like we didn't have no pass rush up the middle, man. Like where the quarterback could just step up and just drop. We didn't have, man. Like I think that's why we didn't get that many interceptions last year. We didn't have no interior rush. So I'm looking at the kid Mozzie Smith, man. 6'3", 323 pounds. Look like a big kid, man. I mean, I like him. I wouldn't be mad if the Saints got him at number 29. Because the Saints know their needs, you guys. Like, as much as we say it, as much as we know their needs, just be sure they know too. So, and I'm pretty sure Dennis Allen wants to add some more pieces to his defense. So, I wouldn't be mad at that pick at 29 at all. Then I'll go pass rusher, like I say. 3rd round, I'll go like receiver or offensive lineman. And let the other chips just fall. Because like I say, this is a draft where you can feel, like I mean, the Saints are in a position to get best player available. Like I like the free agency moves they done so far, but we lost a lot of this. We lost a lot of pieces on this D line. Not saying like Davenport and Onyemata and Shot Total can't be replaced because they can, but they're still losing a lot. I think the Onyemata one really, the Onyemata one really like will leave like the biggest hole because I still like the Onyemata. He played nasty. We just didn't get like a lot of a lot of production from him. Like I think he still had like 5.5 sacks last year. Like but our run defense suffered last year, man. But I miss Big O. You know what I'm saying? So I think like I said, with the new defensive tackles, they're gonna get used to the scheme. You have to see how you're gonna use them and all that. So why not go get another defensive tackle in the draft, another pass rusher to add on with. Hopefully, Payne Turner can stay healthy. Cam Jordan can stay healthy. Granderson, I like Granderson though. Granderson was coming on last year, especially towards the end. You see, he was playing more than Davenport because he was giving you more. That Cleveland game, you see what he did in that Cleveland game, man. I always liked the Granderson though. Like he's underrated to me. We still got Passing Young. We hope he can stay healthy. He's been nicked up too. Who else? Malcolm Roach. I'm glad they got Malcolm Roach back. Malcolm Roach is physical. Like he played good against the run. So like I said, man, that's what I would do. You got 8 picks, man. You can nail you can nail these picks. Plus, do not forget about the undrafted area, where the Saints find most of their gems at in the undrafted. So we'll see how everything goes with them. I'm just excited about it, man. I'm excited to see what they do in this draft, man. I just hope that they nail it. Uh, Kentavia Street, yeah, he signed with the Eagles. I see that. Kentavia Street was kind of sneaky last year, man. He played pretty good to me. Like, I mean, I guess the Saints want to say they weren't missing nothing with him. They can find that production from someone else. But I kind of like that Kentavia Street. He wasn't bad. He flashed a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe they decided to get somewhere else. What's wrong with all these Saints players going to Philly? Like they Iron Book over there. Gardner Johnson went over there. Well, we traded. But Justin Evans just went over there as well, man. I don't know what's going on with that. Everybody want to go to Philly, but yeah, man. But if you got any things you think the Saints should do in this draft, comment down below. Let me know. Subscribe to my channel, you guys. My views are going up, but I'm not getting any subscribers. So, y'all, if you like it, I know I'm still new. If you like what I'm talking about the Saints, man, just feel free to subscribe. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna cost you nothing. Hit the like button. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Like, I mean, I don't know a lot of draft prospects to go through with you guys, but like I say, I just what I would do with those picks, man. Like I say, first round defensive tackle or pass rusher. Either way, first or second round, that's what I'm doing. I'm double dipping on this D line, man, because I want this D line to get back to dominant. Like, you need as much talent on this D line as possible. That's just how it is right now. Got to get out to the quarterback, man. That's the name of the game. You got to get out to the quarterback. And then you get like I said, you get another receiver, get Derek Carr some more weapons out here, man. Shaheed Olave Thomas, if Thomas can stay healthy. Like I say, I love Jawan Johnson. The kid is coming to his own as a tight end. Remember, he switched from receiver to tight end like 2 years ago. So man, 2 3 years ago. So I'm loving his development, man. I like the kid. Man, he runs, he scores touchdowns. He's a good route runner, man. Just look what he did in this short span. He has made himself into a quality tight end. He had 7 touchdowns last year, man. Like, that's crazy. For a former wide receiver, this is like your second or third year playing tight end. You already have 7 TDs. Like I say, man, he's good. He's a good red zone threat. Andy Dalton loved throwing to him last year. Jameis was throwing to him as well. So, but slot receiver, if you want to get a slot receiver, like I said, I think the only position the Saints really don't need to address is cornerback. Like, cause they're pretty deep at corner. Um, you got Taylor, you got a Debo, you got Lattimore still, you got Roby, you got the new signings they had with Honey Johnson and Abram. I mean, like I said, you still should get another safety because you don't know what's gonna happen with Marcus May. He might get suspended. Even though the other, I seen one of the New Orleans thing got dismissed, but he still got a I think a DWI or something like that. So he might get suspended. So you still gonna need a safety, man. Like I say, a safety. But like with cornerback, you can never have enough good cornerbacks. So if they draft one, I just don't want them to draft one high. Like first round. I mean, I understand the grades if you got a player graded high, but I don't want them to draft a cornerback in the first round because I feel like we're good at corner right now. I mean, Debo gonna have to shake back this year. He had a rough year last year. He gave up a lot of yards and touchdowns. That damn Lante Taylor, man, that man is a dog, man. Like, he's a dog, and he showed you that. Only thing he didn't get last year is interceptions. Well, he got one in the 49ers game, but he got called back because of Chris Harris. And Lord knows we don't need Chris Harris out there this year. Y'all know that for sure. But Yeah, man, that Alonte, I like that kid, man. That kid plays with spunk. He's a dog, man. He's not scared of anything or nothing, man. I liked it. And Lattimore, you seen what Lattimore was when he came back, man. If only we could have had him for the rest of those games. Who knows how the season would have turned out. But yeah, cornerback, man, I think we're pretty set. Like I say, they can draft another. They need another safety. Let's see what else. Linebacker and defensive line, man. I think this defense could get back to dominance. Man. You just got to get more pieces on this D line, man. You got to get some more pass rush. That's what it's about. You have to get to that quarterback, man. You can't have these quarterbacks having all day to throw the ball. You got to be able to stop the run. Our run defense, like I said, was 24th last year. We got to be better than that. That's not New Orleans Saints defense football, man. Giving up all those yards on the ground. That's just not us at all. Y'all know that this defense was feared. You know what I'm saying? People were scared to run on us, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna see like what they do. Like if they sign some more players, they might sign some more players in free agency after the draft too as well. So still got that to look at. CBS got a mock draft right now. They have us picking a defensive lineman out of Pittsburgh. See, everybody's got us picking, um, defensive lineman first round. Some of them have us picking tight end. Um, they got one here, Will McDonald out of Iowa State. That's a defensive end, man. That's what you're gonna need, man. You're gonna need some pass rush. Like that's what we need. That's our major hole right now, man. It's really pass rush. So yeah, this kid's from LSU. So yeah, edge rusher, man. That's what we need. Edge rusher, defensive tackle. Pretty much slow, with everything in the draft, man. They're doing their. Oh, I want to congratulate the LSU women's basketball team for winning that championship Sunday, man. That was a good ass game. I watched it. Me and my little boy was watching it. So he's finna be 10 months. He didn't know what he was watching, but he was watching it with me. So yeah, man, that was a good game. Congratulations to LSU, man. That's a big thing for Louisiana. I'm from Louisiana, you know that. So that's a big thing for the women's to win that championship. Shout out to that coach, man. Shout out to those players. They played damn hard. They earned it and won it. Everybody was talking about the whole, with the Angel Reese and the other player from Iowa State. But man, Iowa could not stop LSU. They had no defense. They had no answer for them. So congratulations to LSU for winning the championship for the women's, man. That was big, and that women's game was more bigger than the men's championship game yesterday. To be honest with you. So, but shout out to them though, man. Shout out to LSU. Yep. So, yeah, who that nation? That's what I want to talk about today. Just what I would do. How should the Saints handle this draft, man? Of course, we've been hammering these knees, man. Pass rushers, man, defensive tackle, linebacker, receiver, safety, running back, offensive lineman, man. You can name it, man. Oh, let's see what else I want to talk about today. Um, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it, man. It's kind of slow on the news front for the Saints right now, man. Except they hosting Henry Hooker on a visit. Henry Hooker seems like a good quarterback, a good guy. But like I say, I just don't know if that pick fits them at 29. I don't think they should go that route. If they do, I mean, some fans might. I mean, I don't know. Some fans might like it, but it's just not. I think they got a bigger needs than quarterback right now, man. Like they got to get the defensive line right. You want to compete in this division, you want to win this division, you got to get some pass rush help. So, like I said, man, you got to look at the other teams in the division, man. This is what it's gonna come down to: winning your division, get in the playoffs, man, and try to make some noise in this playoffs, man. But we still got a long way to go, man, with this draft stuff and filling out this team. You know, injuries. Want to get Michael Thomas back healthy. Then I heard Dennis Allen say he's not 100% right now, which is, but he should be good to go by training camp, man. We're hoping. I'm hoping for a good, successful season for Michael Thomas, man. I want him to have this bounce back season, man. That we thought he was gonna have last year, but before he got injured. Who that nation? I'm out on the Tuesday. I might come back with another video later. But like and subscribe to my channel. Comment. Tell me what you guys think the Saints should do in the draft. And I'm gonna holler at y'all on the next video. I'm out YouTube. This is the Who That Nation podcast. This is James. I'm signing out. I'm gonna holler at you guys. All right.